Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you like tech and helpful tips, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started.
Cooking salt pork, a time-honored ingredient, unlocks incredible flavor and versatility in your kitchen, transforming simple dishes into culinary delights. Before you even think about heat, the crucial first step is to manage its inherent saltiness. Salt pork, as the name suggests, is heavily cured with salt for preservation, so a direct cook without preparation can result in an overwhelmingly salty dish. Begin by thoroughly rinsing the slab under cold running water to remove any surface salt or impurities. For most applications, especially if you plan to eat the pork itself rather than just render its fat, a desalting process is highly recommended. This typically involves blanching. Place the rinsed salt pork in a pot of cold water, bring it to a boil, then immediately drain the water, discarding it. Repeat this process once or twice more with fresh cold water, boiling and draining each time. This significantly reduces the sodium content while retaining the pork's rich flavor and texture. Once desalted, you can prepare salt pork in numerous ways. One of the most common and delicious methods is pan-frying to a crispy finish, similar to bacon. Slice the desalted salt pork into thin strips or small cubes, depending on your preference. Place them in a cold skillet. Cast iron works wonderfully over medium-low heat. Starting cold allows the fat to render slowly and evenly, resulting in crispier pieces and a generous pool of rendered fat. Cook slowly, turning occasionally, until the pork is golden brown and crispy. This crispy salt pork, often called cracklings or salt pork bits, is fantastic as a garnish for salads, baked potatoes, or green beans, and the rendered fat is liquid gold for sautéing vegetables, making gravies, or frying eggs. Another classic use is braising or stewing, particularly with legumes or greens. Think Boston baked beans or collard greens. For these dishes, you might opt for a less aggressive desalting, perhaps just one blanch, as the saltiness will permeate and flavor the entire dish. Cut the salt pork into larger chunks or a single block. Sauté it briefly to render some fat and brown the exterior before adding other ingredients like onions, garlic, beans, or greens and simmering gently for hours. The slow cooking breaks down the connective tissues, making the pork incredibly tender, while its rendered fat and umami flavor infuse the entire pot, creating a deeply satisfying meal. For a different texture, you can bake or roast salt pork. After desalting, score the skin side in a crosshatch pattern, rub with a little black pepper, no salt needed, and roast in a moderate oven around 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius, until the skin is crispy and the meat is tender. This method is excellent for serving thicker slices as a standalone component or alongside roasted vegetables. Remember, the key to successful salt pork cooking is patience, especially with the rendering and desalting steps. Don't rush the process, and you'll be rewarded with a versatile, flavorful ingredient that elevates countless dishes. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cooking tips.